journey about faith, hope, and confidence. Life is like a wheel. It's rotating and you do not know what time you'll be up and what time you'll be down. But life continues to take you moments when you are up and moments when you are down. But as the wheel rotates and continues rotating, it moves from one place to the other. The progress and ability to move depends on ability to rotate, to turn around. If the wheel doesn't move, doesn't rotate, it doesn't move. Therefore, life is the same. We have to keep rotating from good to not very good to bad, moments of laughter, moments of tears, moments of uncertainty, moments of jubilation, moments when we are very sure that tomorrow is good, moments when we are not very sure how tomorrow will look like, but we keep moving. And the ability to keep going through these phases of life enables us to continue moving and continue moving from where we are to our destiny. Many times we are not very happy when we are down there. Many times we are disturbed when things are not going as we would like them to be. Sometimes we wonder why. What can we do? Why don't life just give me the good? It never did to anyone. Jesus Christ, when he was here on earth, there are moments he was very disturbed. We know in John chapter 11, he cried. In fact, the most remembered verse, because it's the shortest, is John 11:35. Jesus wept. He would go to places where he was being tempted. And of course, we know just before he died, he even cried to God, my God, why have you forsaken me? Life is a transition between all these alternating scenarios. Scenarios when things are good, and scenarios when things are not good. And I want to say that when you are down there and the wheel has taken you down there, you have lost a job, you have lost a loved one, you are sick. Down there, maybe your relationship is not working. Maybe down there, your children are not going or doing what you want them to do. Down there, your business is not making profit as it should be. Down there, maybe things are not as good as they should be. You can't party, you can't move, you can't rejoice. Sometimes you are wondering, for how long? I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, that down there is not permanent. Praise the Lord. Down there is not permanent. When you are down there, be sure of this. A moment of going up is almost. It's just temporary. These problems do not last forever. They do not last forever. They are temporary. And soon and very soon, you come back. Feeling depressed, distressed does not mean that you are out. Being out there, down there, does not mean you can't come up. It only means you are there. That is the reality of that moment. Your relationship, your marriage is not working. It does not mean it cannot work. It only means probably a different approach will work, a different try, a different way of doing it. Your children not behaving. Your child is taking drugs. It is not the end of the road. He is taking drugs. Sure, that is the fact. And I want to say, when we go through these moments, we lose. We go through moments of loss. You witness you losing your daughter to drugs, to maybe things that are happening in her life and you cannot reconcile with the child you brought up. You witness your son getting to this kind of lifestyle that is like coming from another planet. And sometimes you're wondering, how can I move from here? Brothers and sisters, in this rotating wheel of life, in these alternating phases of good, bad, happy, unhappy, sad, rejoicing, and so on, we need to work together. We need each other. None of us can walk alone. The situation that we are in as a nation is a situation that has taken most of us down there. The situation we are in is the global community. Every nation in the world is undergoing an unprecedented situation. We are seeing things that we have not seen before. We are living in a way that we have not lived before. In my community, for example, we never imagined that you can stay without shaking hands, without visiting friends. You can stay at home from morning to evening. You can stay, for example, I'm in Nairobi, I can stay in Nairobi and not travel just a few kilometers to my parents' place in Gatundu, Central Kenya. This is unprecedented. We are down in this wheel. Does it mean we can't come up? For the wheel to keep moving, there is need for effort. Some energy, some force, something must push the wheel. And that is where we come and talk about the power of working together. Brother, although you are feeling this is your personal issue, personal situation, unless you learn how to hold hands with others and create the synergy you need to propel your will to move on, you will think that you have come to the end of the road and nobody understands. Unless you come out of yourself and hold, of course, I'm not talking about physically holding hands, which is not allowed, but I'm talking about being there for each other, listening to each other, and more importantly, also knowing that there is the supernatural, there is God, there is the Almighty. When nobody else is walking with you, when you can't get that push from me, from any of your friends, you can get that push from the Almighty. You can close your eyes and speak to the Almighty and tell him, God, I know where I am. My wife cannot understand. My daughter, my son cannot understand. My fiance, my friend, my relative, my neighbor, my pastor, my boss, my clients, my employer, nobody understands. But maybe God, you can give me that push I'm moving.